It's about as much of a lock to win a ball game the Washington State Cougars will have all season, and they did not disappoint as they handled their business this evening at home against Portland State. The Cougs fired up for this matchup against the Vikings, and they would make magic happen on the very first play from scrimmage. Yeah, that's an INT, and just like that, the good guys are in business getting the ball in pretty good field position. It wouldn't take long to capitalize. Chris Ivory gets in from 5 yards out, and the Cougs take the early 7-0 lead. They lead it 17-3 at the break, but starting quarterback Kevin Lapina had to leave with a busted-up shoulder. So senior Gary Rogers enters the contest. He's going to hook up with fellow senior Brandon Gibson and the Cougs main man at wideout, doing the rest. 43 yards. He's going to get in for 6 more points. It's 24-3 Cougs after the PAT, but the injury bug bites Rogers. He fractures his spine, out for the season. So redshirt freshman Marshall Lobosal comes in. He's going to hook up with Jeshua Anderson, and the hurdles champ adding another 7 onto the pile for the Cougs. And he just kept on keeping on. And as you can see there, Washington State, a big-time victory there, 48-9 the final. Rick Lukens has more on the Cougars' first win in Pullman.
When the Cougars lost their first and second string quarterbacks, they had to call on a freshman, and Marshall Lobosal exceeded expectations. He completed 9 of 12 passes for 149 yards and 2 touchdowns in less than one half of play. His teammates and coaches were impressed.
I thought he would get in, he'd be a little bit nervous, and he'd throw some incomplete passes, but he stepped it up and he threw the ball really well.
When I was on the field, I felt pretty good, I guess. Like I said, we had some good plays dialed up, and everything sort of worked out. My advantage, to tell you the truth.
And most importantly, the Cougars got a win, something they needed badly.
This was a must-win for us, and I'm glad we came out there and put it on them, I guess. But we needed this, and we need to learn how to win, and I'm glad that was the first step, and now we can hopefully build on it and work for next week.
The Cougars will need all the confidence they can get when they step back into Pac-10 play right here at Martin Stadium next Saturday against the Oregon Ducks. From Pullman, Rick Lukens, KXLY4 HD News.
And Rick, master of the segue, because poof, here it comes. We just wanted to make sure you got to see the pretty logos we have. It's Oregon and Washington State next week at Martin Stadium. Kickoff for that, 3:15.